Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for all coming out to what we all know what it's all about here. I'm joined here by Assemblyman Eric Stevenson, who represents this district, where we had a Rodney King-like beating in our district that we no longer accept and tolerate. Here I'm joined by the senator of our district, Ruth Hassel-Thompson, my colleagues, Assemblyman Marcos Crespo, and I have others, the clergy, Abdullah Hafiz Muhammad, representing Mosque number 7, and I have the family of Jatik Reed, and also the mother and father of the other brother, Jamali Graham, who was executed up in the North Bronx by a police officer for whatever reasons we don't know, who never had a gun or a penknife, and to understand that his grandmother was put down on the face with a gun put to her face too. And just to add on to the addition, Mayor Bloomberg now, is this brother here who was beat by a police officer and thrown on his face right here in the Bronx too, a few days ago. No weapon, no gun, no knife, for a bag of marijuana. Give him a good look at what it shows. He can't even hardly drink. But it's clear today what I have to say, and I'm going to let the others speak, because we try to say it in a good fashion and manner, but we're not getting any results. So we calling on our good Mr. Bloomberg in City Hall that if you don't respond to this, and not only put some policies in place to stop this, then we're going to have to look at other means of action. And we're asking Bloomberg not to just put the policies in the family who was gunned down by the NYPD and killed. Call the family and tell them and give your condolences or pay a visit. This is an outright attack, an open season on executing minority youth. Have the respect of calling the family who was gunned down by the NYPD and killed. Call the family and tell them and give your condolences or pay a visit. This is an outright attack, an open season on executing minority youth. I have a representative here who will speak as well, Minister Abdullah Hafiz Muhammad, the New York State representative of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
We have come here this afternoon with Assemblyman Eric Stevenson, State Representative Ruth Thompson, other Assembly members that are here, members of the clergy, Muslims, Christians, blacks, Hispanics, the people of New York City. We have come for Jatik Reed, we have come for Ramani Graham, we have come for our latest brother, latest victim that is here. We have a sister from Brooklyn that was responding to a young brother who was beaten, and she was beaten herself. We want to say to Mayor Bloomberg, to Commissioner Ray Kelly, there must be an immediate redress to the systematic mentality of your NYPD officers and the officers of your drug task force enforcement here in New York City. We are not animals. We do not see this kind of apprehension of real criminals who have guns, who fire them, those who run around with machetes, who use them. We don't see this kind of action happening to the rapists who rob the womanhood of women and young girls. We don't see you handling this where you should handle it. We see innocent black men and women, now young black men. There seems to be a concerted effort from our vantage point. Why don't you look at this through our eyes? We appreciate the efforts of suspending those you've suspended, putting them on desk duty, but you know, as we know, that's just a carrot on the stick. That's a pacifier in our mouths. We are not babies. We are grown men and women. The Reed family, the Graham family needs justice. The young brother that you beat down, that your officers beat down, they are a connection, they are an extension of you. If they are not, then you must deal with them forcefully. If they are not, then you must handle them, and you must go to the district attorney, and you must call for them to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. The young brother that's here today, he is beaten, he is bruised, he is harmed, he is damaged, but your officers go home and they have dinner with their families. Chief Reed is beaten, he is bruised, he is damaged, he is hurt, his family is in pain, but your officers go home to their children and their babies. Romani Graham is dead, D-E-A-D, dead. He is gone. For what? Even if he had something on him worth chasing him, should you have killed him? There was no gun. There is no gun.
We have our great senator who's been keeping this fight going. She was out earlier fighting for justice in the north. Now she's here in the south, where she represents Senator Ruth Thompson.
Thank you, Assemblyman. It is the most difficult thing, the most difficult part of the job that we have to do when we know that our young men and women that we represent are being shot, killed, and maimed in our streets. I didn't want to speak today. I mean, I've been so full trying to help the Graham family, who we visited last night, as we try to unravel the mystery of why their son is dead today. As someone who is a lawmaker, I try to be a law abider. And so I try to teach my community to be law abiding. But this is not an example of what it means to be law abiding. When the example by our police officers are to treat us with such disrespect in the community, how then should we be responding? It is impossible for us to control the anger that must be generating among young people in our community when we can't explain to them why a 19-year-old who may have done something wrong, certainly the evening should not have ended with him leaving this earth.
I'd like to introduce Assemblyman Marcos Crespo.
Thank you, Eric. 13 years ago, on this day, 13 years ago, in my district, Amadou Diallo was shot 41 times. On that day, the officer screamed gun and shot 41 times.
Come on.
Here we are, 13 years later, and although there's been a lot done between that day and now to strengthen police-community relations, to change policies, to do positive things in communities, 13 years later, here we are with the same tragedies happening in the same communities. So what's wrong with this picture? Why is it that when we take one step forward, we allow these incidents to take us 10 steps back? 13 years later, and we can't get it right. Mayor Bloomberg has been in office, now this is his third term. What has he done to the school system? He says the numbers are not there, the schools are failing, I'm going to close the schools, I don't care about what other issues are impacting, I'm just going to change everything around. And he's unilaterally used mayoral control to do that with our schools. Well, Mr. Mayor, why can't you do that with your NYPD? Why do our men and women from our communities, black and Latino, young men and women, have to suffer in order for you guys to finally realize we need to do something? 13 years later, we haven't done enough.
Kill today, NYPD, KKK. How many kids did you kill today? NYPD, KKK. How many kids did you kill today? NYPD, KKK. How many kids did you kill today? NYPD, KKK. How many kids did you kill today? NYPD, KKK. How many kids did you kill today? NYPD, KKK. How many kids did you kill today? NYPD, KKK. These racist pigs have got to go! 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 Win! Whose street? Whose street? Whose street? Our street! Whose street? Our street! Whose street? Our street! Whose street? Our street! Our street! Fuck the police! Mic check! 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 Today! We say! Diálogo! Presente! Today! We say! Hilton Vega! Presente! Today! We say! Anthony Baez! Presente! Today! We say! Family Graham! Presente! Today! Right here! We say! We're fed up! We won't! Take this! Criminal acts! By the NYPD gang! No more! Today! We affirm! Right here! This land! These streets! Are ours! So we are saying! And we are demanding! That justice! Will be served! In the institutions! Or in the streets! And we say! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck the police!
Mic check! We are here! To demand justice! For Jatiq Reed! Who was brutalized! By 4 officers! From the 42nd precinct! We are here! To demand jail for these criminals! We are here to demand justice for Ramardi Graham! 18 years old! Murdered by the NYPD! Let's go back to the 42nd precinct!